What up, fight fans? Today I'm going to be giving you my 2023 prediction of who's going to be champ at the end of the year in the UFC. So let's get right on to this list. So let's kick this list off in the strawweight division. My prediction for the UFC champ by the end of the year in the strawweight division is Zhang Weili. I believe that she'll be a dominant champion throughout the whole year. I don't think she'll have any issues defending that championship one bit this year. Next up, let's get into the women's flyweight division. In my opinion, the woman who will be the champion at the end of the year is none other than already dominating, defending, undisputed 125-pound GOAT, Valentina Shevchenko. I don't see any woman actually beat her, except for maybe Wally Zhang, but that is a close fight. Other than that, I don't think Shevchenko loses that belt this year. I think she'll continue on reigning for a good while. Next up, let's go into the men's flyweight division. My year-end champion is Alexandre Patoya. You may be thinking, he's not in the title fight that's happening in January. There's two ways that this is going to happen. Either Figueiredo beats Mirando and Figueiredo moves up to bantamweight, or Mirando beats Figueiredo and Mirando faces off against Patoya, who Patoya actually beat him in a fight already. So it's going to be a very interesting case, but at the end of the year, Alexandre Patoya will be champion. Next up is the women's bantamweight division. My prediction for the champion at the end of the year is none other than the GOAT herself, Amanda Nunes. So I believe Amanda Nunes will not only be the women's bantamweight champion, because I don't think there's any real challengers there for her, but let's be honest, she'll also be the featherweight champion at the end of the year, because there's no such thing as a UFC featherweight division. They only have fighters listed there as ranked. In my opinion, she's going to be champion for a while. She might continue the reign for another two years maybe. So in my opinion, that's a guaranteed pick right there. Next up is the men's bantamweight division. My prediction for the champion of the men's bantamweight division is another than the Sugar Show himself, Sean O'Malley. I believe Sean O'Malley will be bantamweight champion at the end of the year. He'll probably fight Gio Vera for it. That's my guess. Because I think Aljamain Sterling, when he beats Cejudo, Sterling's going to move up to 145, and then they're going to make O'Malley versus Vera for the bantamweight belt. That is what's going to happen in that division, and it'll be, I believe, the biggest fight in bantamweight history when O'Malley versus Vera 2 goes down. My prediction for the featherweight champion of the UFC this year will be Arnold Almighty Allen. I believe he's going to be the champion. I think it's going to be an absolute weird case of how this title is going to work at the end of the year, but Arnold Allen will be holding that title at the end of the year. I don't know how it's going to get there, but everything with Volkanovski fighting Makachev, I got Rodriguez versus Emmett, but at the end of it, Arnold Allen will be holding that belt up as your new featherweight champion. Next up on the list is the UFC lightweight division. In my opinion, the champion at the end of the year will be none other than Alexander Volkanovski. I believe he's going to beat Makachev dominantly in that fight. I do believe he's going to keep that championship till the end of the year. The only person I can see coming close to being the second person I would think that would be holding that championship would be Charles Oliveira, but I think Volkanovski will be there till the end of the year with a 155-pound belt. I don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon either. My UFC prediction for the welterweight champion at the end of the year is none other than the champ himself, Leon Edwards. I believe he's going to beat Usman in March in London, but that he either may fight Covington or Kashmat. Those are the only two that I can see him fight at the moment. But he could also only fight once this year as well and keep the belt. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I know at the end of the day, Edwards is going to be the champion. It'll be still delivering those pound for pound headshot dead moments. Next up on the list is the UFC middleweight division. My prediction that Alex Pereira will still be champion at the end of the year. I think he's only going to fight Adesanya, and he's going to win by KO or TKO again. If he does fight again, it's going to be on light heavyweight for sure, because I don't believe he'll do 185 again after being on Adesanya. I think that's going to be his middleweight career right there. It's just going to piss Adesanya off afterwards that he just came into this division just to knock him out and then leave. Next up is the light heavyweight division. My pick for the UFC light heavyweight champion at the end of the year is Paul Craig. You may be going, why Paul Craig? Well, I believe Paul Craig's going to do it. I believe he's going to beat Johnny Walker year. Then he's going to go on to fight Anthony Smith, who he's going to beat. And who are the winners of Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill? I believe will face Paul Craig. If Jamal Hill wins, even better. If I was Jamal Hill and this guy broke my arm and I got an opportunity to get revenge, I'm going to take that opportunity. And Glover Teixeira, really fun fight, especially if you're a grappling fan. These are two of the best grapplers in the division. So that is my pick for the light heavyweight champion at the end of the year is going to be Paul Craig. He's going to be the first Scottish champion in the UFC. Last but not least is the heavyweight division. My prediction for the champion at the end of the year of the heavyweight division is John Bones Jones. I believe he's going to beat Francis Ngannou and he's going to win the belt and he's probably not going to fight for the rest of the year. I don't think he's going to fight. If he did, he would probably fight Sergey Pavlovich next, and then I would put my money on Sergey Pavlovich by KO. I don't believe John Jones will fight for the rest of the year. Same with Ngannou. If Ngannou wins, I don't think he's going to fight for the rest of the year. The heavyweight division spirit has been very lacking of a constant defending champion over the past few years. It's always been one fight a year, and that's the end of it. I don't think we'll see two heavyweight title defenses this year. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you want me to make.